Hey guys, this is Matt with Comax Gaming, and welcome to another SourceMod tutorial. So yeah, today I decided to go with SourceMod instead of going with C++, since it's been quite a while since we last did some SourceMod coding. So today the topic is gonna be disabling a plugin for an X amount of time. There are a bunch of ways of finding a plugin. The easiest way is actually by knowing its file name. If you know its file name, then just type blah 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 whatever .smx, and it's gonna find the plugin automatically. But if you don't know the plugin name, or the file name rather, you can use another thing called the Iterator. To use that, you just type get plugin Iterator. Here it is. So if you open this, it says returns an iterator that can be used to search through plugins. So basically, it's gonna be a number. Imagine this as a number. It's not actually a number, but imagine this as a number that is going to have its own counter. So for example, we can actually loop through this number or iterator, and we can get all the plugins that the current server is running. By doing this, we can actually find any plugin that we want inside the server. It is actually pretty simple. Actually, let me show you an example. So yeah, here is an example of what a plugin using iterators look like. Basically, you just declare a handle that is going to contain the iterator. Then you loop, like I said, this iterator, and using the function more plugins and sending the iterator as an argument, you're going to be able to loop through all the plugins. Now, this function more plugins, what it does is return whether if this iterator has reached the end of the plugin list. Meaning, if we've already gone through all the plugins that the server currently has. If we have, then we just return. If not, then we get in the while loop. If we get in the while loop, as you can see, we have another handle here that is going to equal read plugin iterator. So each time we loop, meaning each time this code is completed, this is going to equal read plugin iterator. Now read plugin is going to contain all the information about the plugin that we are currently looking at in the iterator. For example, if we have 3 plugins, and this is going to contain only 3 plugins. For example, if we are looping and we currently are on plugin 2, then it's going to read the information of plugin 2. So PL is going to contain that information. That way we can use PL as an actual plugin, so we can get the plugin file name, for example, compare the string, and check if the file name of the plugin that we found in the server actually equals a file name that we can declare. For example, I don't know, my plugin.smx, right? Such as that. If so, well, this code I got it from the SourceMod website. I didn't code it myself, but it's in a function actually. So yeah, this function is gonna find the plugin name. Well, it's gonna find the plugin using a plugin name if you don't know the actual name. But with a function like this, you can actually do if string contains, and well, the actual arguments are -1, I believe it was. You can do stuff like this. So maybe you're saying, okay, if this string contains, meaning if the buffer contains, I don't know, for example, maybe you have your own tag for your plugins, like, I don't know, mm underscore whatever, Then maybe you can return all the list of the plugins that are running that have this tag in front of them. But today we're not going to take a look at this. We might in the future, but today we're actually going to do something very simple that is actually going to use timers. So let me change the name of this because it looks horrible. Disable plugins, whatever. And on plugin start, we want to do nothing actually, because we want all this code to run public on map start. This is a plugin a friend asked me to do, so I'm doing him this favor, but I'm also using this as a tutorial because I think it's a very good idea. So what he asked me to do is disable a plugin for 45 seconds when the map loads. So when the map loads, it means on map start. That function always gets called when the map gets reloaded or loaded. So on map start, what we want to do is do a server command. We're not going to use any special functions. We're going to do something very simple. In fact, that it's going to be sm plugins unload, and here you can put the file name. So I'm gonna get that. Here we go. He asked me to disable the plugin weapon restrict.smx. So you're gonna do sm plugins unload and the file name of the plugin. You always want to do unload to unload, of course, reload to reload, and load to load. Yeah, kind of self-explanatory, but whatever. But then we want to create a timer. So create timer. And he said 45 seconds. So that's what we're gonna do. 45.0, comma, the callback is gonna be, I don't know, timer callback, something very simple. Data, we're not gonna send any data, and we don't care about the flags, so we're done about that. So now we're gonna do public handle. Was it? No, what the heck? Action. Am I crazy? Timer callback. Timer and nothing else. So if you don't know how timers work, then you should go watch a previous tutorial I have on timers that is probably gonna explain by itself how timers work and stuff. So yeah, if you don't know what I'm doing here, I would suggest go and taking a look at that and then coming back here. So after the 45 seconds have passed, what we want to do is enable the plugin. So we want to reload the plugin. So we're gonna copy this code, and we are just gonna do sm plugins load weapon restrict. So that is all, guys. That is actually it. So yeah, it's a very short tutorial. I just wanted to let you know how you can use timers. Maybe this is a trick you knew how to do, maybe it's not, maybe some people knew, I don't know. But as always, when I'm doing a plugin and a friend asks for it, I'm just gonna upload a video about it. I don't care how stupid it is or how easy it is. I'm just gonna upload it for you guys, because I know you enjoy SourceMod plugins tutorials. And yeah, if you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to request any plugin, just send me a private message or leave a comment. I don't mind. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.